Hello and welcome to another episode of Convos and Chill. Today we're on episode 22, man. It is getting serious over here, man. Today the topic is gonna be amazing because today's guest, he's a multi-instrumentalist. He is into salsa dancing. He's a fire and light flow dancer. He plays a very bizarre or like let's say out of the box type of instrument called didgeridoo, and he plays the harmonica, and he's a DJ, and on top of all of that he's a metalhead. So his name is Flash Didgeridoo, and people know him by the looks, and he's a public figure already, man. He's a public figure already, and man, it's gonna be an interesting topic to talk to this guy. And I want to thank everyone who's tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. This means the world to me. Do me a favor. Share this video with your family, with your friends. Share it on your timeline. Let them know about this page. Let's create more content for you guys. Let's get more traffic in the community. And my name is Ahmed, and welcome to Convos and Chill. This show is about me and my guests talking on topics that we share the same interest, and we talk about it over a cup of tea. And without any further ado, I want to get my friend on board. This guy is Flash Didgeridoo. What's up, Flash? How you doing, man?
Yo, dude, how you doing? What's
How's
happening,
everything,
man?
man? How's everything, bro? Are you good?
Oh, oh, good, man. I'm good. Chilling here, having a cup of coffee. You
Yeah,
know?
man. So, man, I gave you like I introduced you a bit because there is a lot of things about you we cannot like just normally just say that, Flash is this, Flash is that. I want the main guy to talk about it, and I want to give a shout out to, we got Ina in the house, we got Kareem in the house, we got Selena in the house. And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please share this video with your friends. And if you have any questions for Flash, please drop it in the comment section. So let's have fun together. So, Flash, man, tell us about yourself, man. Who is Flash?
Well, who is Flash? For the people who know me, I'm Iraqi,
Mm-hmm.
born in Iraq in Babylon, and pretty much I moved to the UAE some year 2000. So pretty much I'm here 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the whole music and whatnot. It's all happened later in life. I'm actually my background is I'm an engineer
Mm-hmm.
working in health and safety and rescue and firefighting. That used to be my main job at one point in my life. But then slowly we shifted toward the music. We shifted toward the performing part. We shifted slowly to toward more artistic, more creative things.
Mm-hmm. And Ali is in the house. He's saying, I have many questions. Ali, thank you very much for tuning in, man. Just drop your question in the comment section. I'm sure Flash is very happy to answer the questions, man.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's very good that I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in the live session. And one of the reasons that I do this is because, I got my friends and my beloved ones tuning in. And, that feeling that you get, it feels like you're on a live stage and you're performing. So, it's a great feeling that, and I thank you very much, guys. I mean, no word can describe how much I'm grateful for the support, and none of this was happening if your support wasn't there. So back to the main topic, man. So Flash, tell me, what was the first childhood memory or like like a first interaction that you had with music? Was it from the family side, or it was just something that you picked up during your youth growing up?
Well, when it comes to music, of course, like when you were young here, the music, especially in Iraq, wasn't we didn't have that much of a music because the government was much in control, and the music it used to be good. It's like English music is majority of it's banned. You cannot get it from the outside. But my father back in the 70s and 80s, he used to have a lot of vinyls, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's signed from Ozzy Osbourne, the Wailers, you name it, my father had it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember when I was a kid, when we used to have a vinyl, I used to listen to my father what he's playing, and he had Barry White signed, so he had many things. And pretty much that's when you were young and did not understand music. So of course we start with pop culture, whether with the Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, then Britney Spears. We started with that at one point in our life.
So you
Till
had
of
that
course
phase, yeah?
Of course, we all did that. It's like coming from a place where English music it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So But I remember my uncle. I remember my uncle. He used to listen to the Gypsy Kings,
Mm.
and for me, I kind of blocked that information till one point. I bought a Gypsy King CD, and my
Mm-hmm.
uncle he listened to it. He said, "This is Gypsy Kings, right?" I said, "Like, yeah." He said, "Do you remember when you were a kid, you were listening this with me?" I said, "Like, you know what? No, I do remember it right now."
Okay,
But
man.
of course, eventually, slowly, kind of moved to the metal. It
Mm-hmm.
was like I was in what 12th grade
Mm-hmm.
when a friend of mine he gave me a CD.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like, listen to this CD, you're gonna like it. I know you're into this kind of crazy music, and you wanna get introduced to this crazy music.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of rock, bit of metal, bit of Metallica, bit of Iron Maiden,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly, and kapow, I got into full on into the metal scene. And I remember that's how I met you, and I met most of the
Yeah,
most of the
yeah.
guys from the metal scene.
Well, basically, I know you since like 2004-ish. I mean, we
Yeah,
met
yeah.
through other occasions, and it was man. I know this guy since then. So imagine how much stuff we have that we can talk about. Just not even musically related, but other things. We've been like, I know his side of the story, his struggle, his hustling, his things. It was just crazy, man. It's like life is crazy. And dude, we have so many things piling up in the comments, man. I mean, we got Brent Rivera in the house. What's up, Brent? Thank you very much for tuning in. We got Nigel in the
Oh,
house,
Brent.
man.
Damn,
Nigel,
haven't seen the guys in ages. What's up,
yeah.
guys?
What's up, man? Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Nigel saying hala and hala. And
Hella, hella, hella.
what's called Ali Square is saying, Flash, tell us more about you being in like used to be like you used to do vocals for metal bands. That's one thing that we're gonna be talking about. And Selena is asking, what's your favorite type of teas? Teas. That's a question for both of you. We're gonna answer that for sure. And we got Petrus in the house. Thank you very much for joining in, Petrus. And Kareem is asking, where is Ingbin Flash's tea? Where is your tea, man? You're having a coffee, yeah?
A cup of coffee.
Yeah, you're having a cup of coffee. And Angel is asking, when I met you for the first time, I knew this guy would be superstar since like from day one. It's so nice that you are on the way. And dude,
Thank you so much,
yeah, man,
Angel.
that's why I told you you're becoming that public figure, and you're becoming that guy that has that looks, as in like, okay, odd. Why I'm using the word odd instrument is just like for us as metalheads, us, we never thought that we're gonna go and play like an instrument called didgeridoo. I remember the first time you picked up the harmonica, I was like, man, okay, you're different. You're way different. So you know what? Let's go for the first question that Ali was asking you. Tell us about your side of the story with the metal bands and you were doing vocals. Or you want to get that question out of the way, the type of tea.
All right, let's talk about the tea.
Okay, let's talk about the tea.
Tea, tea. I'm pretty much. I love herbal teas.
Oh, okay.
It's like I'm a herbalist tea. That's like whether it's from jasmine to herbs to
Mm-hmm.
flowers, so that give more distinct flavor. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact is when because I'm sober, I don't drink,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the things that when I go out and partying, because I don't drink alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of found what I was looking for exactly, which was the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Tea was the key of for me not to be tempted, basically, for me to go back to drinking, because I
Mm-hmm.
quit it like it's like what 3-4 years right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that was what kind of got me into stop drinking.
Mm. Yeah, man. I mean, with me also, it was because of the health benefits and stuff like this. And I'm like just a. I like green tea. I like lavender tea, white tea. But usually, like I was not even into like drinking tea. Is just because of this whole pandemic and starting this show got me into like turned me into a heavy drinker, like a heavy tea drinker. Let me correct myself. And dude, a lot of people are like I think Selena is saying, have you ever heard Flash playing the flute? It's like magical? No, I never heard him play the flute. That's another instrument. God damn it, bro! You have a lot of instruments, man. That's great, man. That's great. He's always a different person. Yes, he is a different person. And dude, your story with the metal bands. How hard was it, bro? How like I want you to talk about the scene and how was the interaction of you trying to penetrate, like trying to enter this whole genre with that instrument that's called didgeridoo, and how was the first, how to say it, like the first impression of the guys in the band or the scene? Like, just give us your side of the story.
All right. So first, let's start to Ali's question
Yeah.
by being a death metal vocalist. Till this day, no matter how much what I do and everything, I always want to try to incorporate my death metal voice into my music, because I'm slowly learning a music production, and I started doing a genre called it's like very underground psychedelic music. It's like we're talking about like it started from 160 BPM, goes all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to incorporate my death metal voice with that kind of genre music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for me, death metal, it's everything, dude. It's like I fucking love death metal. Death metal is everything for me. And I remember, I will never forget that day, which is Nerf Cell.
Yeah,
Nerf
man.
Cell got me introduced to death metal in what called in Dubai, Desert Rock.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nerfsil and Barney. These guys are a bunch of freaking awesome dudes, man. Seriously, kudos to them, man. They got so many of us into the whole metal scene, man. Yeah, man.
Dude, it's like when I heard James for the first time, I said, are they using a voice box? What the hell is he using? Because there's no way in hell a human being can create this
Yeah,
voice.
man. Exactly, exactly.
And imagine, it's like I'm going from a guy who listened to Metallica to a guy who got introduced to listening to death metal. I said, like in a one party, I said, like, dude, what the hell is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
No freaking way in hell. Then slowly, it's like from meeting what do you call? It's like if you remember Dan,
Yeah, man.
from
Obviously,
Dan
Dan. Yeah.
to Adi to Sultan. Or shout out to all of them boys, because we're a tight community. We started sharing our music. We started sharing, it's like one band to another band to another band,
Exactly. Yeah.
and somehow we got introduced to whole death metal and black metal. And I said, like, you know what? I'm loving this genre. Got into, remember the small period of time I was into black metal,
Yeah,
the
man.
whole
Yeah,
Immortal,
yeah.
Behemoth, and slowly got like dove in like right away into death metal, and
Well,
it just like it's a life changer for me.
so yeah, that's what I wanted to like. I want you to elaborate more on it. Like, how was your uh, experience being in a band that it's like not familiar with the sound of a didgeridoo, and how you incorporated, how you were explaining this to the guys? Like, talk about the scene back in the days. How was the scene? Are we missing something, or that thing would have been something that the guys couldn't just understand back in the days, as in bringing in the didgeridoo? Would you think that it would make that action would have made a huge difference in the scene? You guys could have been the first band ever to incorporate didgeridoo into black metal out of every other genre.
Well, we're not the first band.
Mm.
There are so many bands that incorporated didgeridoo. There
Mm.
is, I think, some what do you call it? What do you call it? Metalcore. There's a metalcore band. I forgot their name.
Mm-hmm.
They incorporated didgeridoo, and there's, of course, which is what got me into it, is Cryptopsy.
Mm-hmm.
Cryptopsy, they got one track. They got one track with the didgeridoo, and I said, like, and I remember that day when I heard that sound, because that sound reminded me of a video game I heard when I was a kid, when I was in Baghdad.
Mm-hmm.
It was Small Soldiers. I said, like, that sound is exactly the same as the sound that I heard in this video game.
Okay.
And of course, like, I asked everyone,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell is this instrument? What is this weird particular sound over here?
Mm-hmm.
And they said nobody knew, except two people. It was Moose and Ratish.
Yeah, Moose.
Moose and Ratish. What do you call it? Moose, he said the didgeridoo, and I forgot about it. Forgot the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, we were remember Ratish's house somewhere
Yeah,
in
man.
Dera?
Yeah, man.
We were chilling over there. So I put so that song came up out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, like, yo, who knows this instrument? What is this instrument? So Ratish again, he reminded me, he called me the didgeridoo. And since that day, it kept it in my mind. So I did my research slowly on what's a didgeridoo, where is it from, and what it's the whole story behind it. And then I forgot all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Then years later, somewhere, I'm shifting all the way to 2015.
Mm-hmm.
In 2015, that's the time I went to Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on my festival travel. I met up a lot of performing artists. I met some weird, amazing creatures, truly
Mm-hmm.
creatures.
Exactly. Yes.
And from there, I met like one of those busking people,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a didgeridoo. And from there, and I told him like I want to try it at this festival. And
Mm-hmm.
pretty much I told him like I want to buy this instrument from you. He said like this is not for sale. Then years came by. I knew what he meant by it's not for sale because I will never sell my instrument, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me it's like somewhere in Istanbul. There is the shop. You need to go there. Blah blah blah. It's a small shop, and that's how I bought my didgeridoo. And of course, since I heard cryptopsy, I said like, you know what? I want to incorporate this instrument into black death metal band because we were black death metal band.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to incorporate something like that because I want to be one of those kind of unique sound in Dubai, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it's everybody can create something, but not everybody can create something so unique.
Exactly. Yes, I understand. Yes.
So for me, I wanted to create something as unique as by different sound, different look, different everything, by incorporating the didgeridoo.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's like you remember those days. People they said like, "What the hell is this instrument? What the hell you doing?"
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
blah blah
That's
blah
why.
blah blah blah.
That's why.
I
That's
had
why.
so many backlashes. I had so many backlashes.
That's why
You
I'm
know, but
asking you, like, what was the impression? Like, okay, you were getting heat. Okay, not heat, as in like you were getting WTF moments. Like, what the hell, bro?
yes.
But like, how you actually made them understand that this could make a difference.
See, the thing is with anything weird, anything different, it's like Twisted Sisters, Kiss when they started, Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath when they started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was for everybody. It's like what the hell is this? What is this noise?
Mm-hmm.
What is this garbage?
Mm-hmm.
It's but they created something which is like what's this base of our old music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they form a new type of a genre of music which has became so popular right now, and this has became our pretty much our life. You know, we all listen to that music.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It,
It's
it's by being unique and pretty much follow your passion, follow what you feel. You know what you're gonna create because if you drill into something, if you wanna create something, it's you gotta make it good and pretty much shove your fingers into their faces. Tell them like, guess what, guys? Look what I'm capable of.
Yeah, and someone in the comments is saying haters. Man, yeah, man. I mean, we had enough share of haters in this small ass community that we have, and I don't know why people are like, I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I felt some way. I mean, somewhere in between, I felt is becoming like a race who is better than who. Like, I don't know, man. No one wants to work together, or even if they want to work together, it's like very specific people that they want to work together. It's not like wide open for everyone. It's just like, I don't know, maybe they saw something in you. That's why they didn't want to encourage you to do it. These things, you know where I'm going with this, yeah?
Yeah. Of course, like being unique sometimes, being different. It's like you hate it. You hate it. Like
Mm-hmm.
some people, it's like, dude, let's say because they saw you in one image and now they see you in a different image.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer by degree.
Yep.
So the moment I started deciding doing what I'm doing right now, I
Mm-hmm.
quit all my engineering, I quit everything and decided to follow what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you have no idea what's the backlash that I got. But the
Oh,
fact
okay.
is, the fact is, it's the idea how hard you work toward the thing that you love the most. It could be anything. It could be
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's not only music. It's like you see those people who's at one point they're fucking fat bastards and they work hard and every day they take care of their diet, they take care of their workout, and all of a sudden, kapow! The change. It doesn't happen in night and day.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is the fact is you're gonna drill and drill and drill and work hard every single day. Dude, I used to spend like I used to chill by the TV and I used to play didgeridoo for hours non-stop. Just watch TV and I blow on my didgeridoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I was one of the guys who had a WTF moment when I saw you first time with, I think
dude,
it
you're not the
was,
only one. You're not the only one. I don't
but
need to mention names.
I know, it's,
Everybody that we knew, he said like, dude, what the fuck is this? Oh,
yeah, yeah.
why are you carrying a long device like that? Like, at one point, my old didgeridoo, I couldn't fit it in my car. I used to put the seat down for me to
Mm,
fit it in my car,
mm-hmm.
and I took it to one of the parties in Dubai, and everybody's like, dude, what is this thing? What is this thing? You know, it's like I said, like, this is an instrument. It's like you playing a
Yeah.
guitar, I'll play this instrument.
Mm.
He said, but who knows this instrument? What is this? What is this? We don't care about it. I said, like, okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm capable of.
Well,
And you know,
the thing is very. I mean, for me personally, it was like I knew what you want to do. It's not that I didn't understand what you want to do. I knew that you want to bring and fuse, like do an infusion of something, and that was great. But in my opinion, it was not fitting because I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it properly.
yep,
I still don't understand because in my head, black metal with didgeridoo will never go. And that's my personal point of view of the thing. But maybe it will work. Maybe there is a way to work. So most probably I am mistaken. But that moment I had this thing in my head. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I mean, like, I knew you're a different person. You are like into all this like different. You have taste for every different music, like from rap to hip hop to stuff like this. But seeing you coming on stage with that nomad look that you had with the gatra and like with that thing.
I will never forget that party. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
so you go on stage and you're like you're dressed up that way and you bring a didgeridoo on the stage and I'm like, I know what you're trying to do, but no one in this community will understand you, man. I mean, I don't know. I will find a hard time to explain this to my bandmates that I want to incorporate this into the music.
See, bro, music is music. There's a structure for music.
Mm.
It's 4x4. Everything goes in 4x4. Majority of the music is
Well,
4x4.
yeah, depends. Yes.
Majority. And that's why it's like when you play music, you can incorporate anything. You can incorporate anything with music. So the thing is with the didgeridoo sound is so unique. But the fact is you need to know when, how, and how to use it. That's the whole concept behind it. It's the fact is it's not like in the middle of the whole shit you're gonna be playing, because technically didgeridoo is a bass sound. So you need to know when you're gonna use it. For me, my intention at that time, because I was just a beginner,
Mm-hmm.
I just started my whole career as a didgeridoo player, and just me started rehearsing and as a didgeridoo player. So it's for me it was in the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
So the band created a nice breakdown for me to incorporate the didgeridoo. Fucking peace, it's Vis Reptilia.
Yeah,
Miss you
man.
guys.
Yeah, man. Ashraf and Savio and Ripon, and these
Yeah,
guys are the old schools in this fucking scene, man. Well,
man, and of course, God,
yeah, God, yeah.
Shems, rest in
Rest
peace,
in peace,
rest in
man.
peace, Shem.
Shams, man. One of our close friends, man. We had so many good stories with this guy, man. I mean, man. So many things that he just like left so soon, man. God, like really, really, God bless him, and I hope he's in a better place.
And I remember this guy. He did cover for me in the recording time,
Mm-hmm.
because at that time I used to work in Iraq. I used to go to the
Yeah.
rigs, and so I never had a chance to record with the band.
Mm-hmm.
So when the guys they said like, dude, Flash, you're late. We're gonna use Shems. I said like, perfect. He's gonna screw me because he got the most amazing
Yeah,
voice.
man. That guy
I will
was
never be
crazy.
imitate. I'm never gonna be able to imitate this guy.
Yeah, he was crazy when it came to vocals and stuff. That guy just had a range. I mean, to me, hands down, man. I mean, until now, I don't think anyone in the scene can pull off that type of a vocal for that type
No,
of a music that they were
no,
doing. Like
no, no,
the
no, no.
shadow.
Shems was so unique. At that time I knew three people can do pick squeal.
Mm,
I think
Ard,
it was
yeah, and
Jones, Ardi, and
Shams,
Adi.
yeah, RD, Shams, and Johns. Yeah,
Those the three people that I knew in the metal scene. They could do pick squeal.
yeah,
And the growlers were what we used to be 5 or 10 people who can growl.
yeah. Man, good
That's
old
it.
days, man. Good old days, man. We had good memories of those days. It's just sad that it's not like that anymore. It's like a bit more competitive now, and I don't know, man. It's a different topic to
See,
talk about.
yeah. See, so the guys in cop like the breakdown of Twist Reptilia.
Mhm.
So there are like couple of songs because the didgeridoo that I have, it was matching the key.
Mhm.
So of course you need to play in the key of what the band is playing.
Mhm.
So it doesn't sound off, doesn't sound wrong.
Mhm.
So one of the songs is matched the key of my didgeridoo at that time.
Mhm.
So it was perfect as an intro and perfect as the before the breakdown.
Mhm. Mhm.
It was a perfect, just like take it over there till ripping start coming blasting over there.
Mhm. Exactly. Yes.
So
And
for me, because I had one didgeridoo at that time, but now my didgeridoo, I have a custom made didgeridoo,
mhm.
and it's made by a guy in the UK.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, you can check him. Is it called didgeridoo hard fiberglass didgeridoo.
Mhm. Mhm.
Amazing cocktail of whatever he designed the look of my didgeridoo. And I've been happy since then. I can incorporate my didgeridoo to every key that I requires.
Mhm. Mhm.
A B C D E F G and all the sharps in between.
Nice,
So
man. Nice.
whatever I need to incorporate my didgeridoo with any band, and with any band or with any genre of music, because I was lucky to incorporate the didgeridoo not only with metal. I incorporated with a bit of jazz. I incorporated with a bit of funk. I incorporated with the live instruments,
Mhm.
with the pan drums. Of course, you can do it with the DJ. You can do it with the backing track, whatever you call it. You can incorporate any instrument.
Mhm.
It's not only a didgeridoo, any instrument you think of.
That's
That's why
good.
you
Yeah.
see so many DJs, they playing guitar, saxophone, or violin live, because if you matches the key and if you know your music, kapow, you can create something so unique nobody have it.
Mhm.
And the didgeridoo, for a fact, is there's so many big artists incorporated didgeridoo. Tiesto is one of them.
Mhm.
You got Yanni in one of his biggest concerts. He brought two different didgeridoo players over there,
Mhm. That's great,
and
man.
there's so many orchestras in incorporate didgeridoo.
Yeah, man. Let's jump into the comments because the comments are like really piling up, man. I mean, Selena is saying, "Have you seen?" I'm reading way more earlier. Like this is the
Gotcha,
early
gotcha.
in the like in the session. Have you ever seen play? Like, have you heard Flash playing the flute? Okay, we
The
read that,
flute.
yeah. And she's saying, "Have you danced with Flash?" Uh, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's magical.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
just let me go through them because there's a lot of them, man. Damn it, guys. Thank you very much. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, man. So, and then some people they're just laughing about it. Hamza is in the house. What's up, man? Thank you very much, Hamza. It's been a while, bro, man. Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. And he's and Selena's saying you missed out. Oh, sorry, you're missing out. He's great at blowing. Wow. Okay. That's a good one.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Somebody had to drop it. I was expecting Nigel, but okay. Thank you, Selena.
Yeah, man. And Vinith is in the house. What's up? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, man?
Hey,
What's up, man? Good.
babe.
And we got Wamil Hussein. If you
That's my father.
yeah, man. Thank you very much, Uncle, for tuning in. uh, and he's saying if you in metal by Black Sabbath or Deep Purple.
Hell yeah.
So which one? Black Sabbath or Deep Purple?
A bit of both, man. It's a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody got their own, you got a flavor for everything.
Mm-hmm. And Brent is saying I bought a bamboo and a thick didgeridoo from Dara 2008. Wow, man, that's great, Brent. And
I think he was asking about a beeswax. I will explain the beeswax for you, Brent, in a
okay,
bit.
okay. I'm just let me run through the whole comments for a bit. You are amazing at what you do. Flash, love you, love you. You really the embodiment of chasing your dreams and passion. Thank you very much. That's really really
Thanks
big
so
words,
much.
man. Very very good,
Thank
kind
you.
words, man. And
Thanks so much.
Kareem is saying you must continue like a train and never pay attention except to constructive criticism. Yes, exactly. They're talking regarding the
100%.
yeah. So
100%.
yeah, even Angel is agreeing to that, and yes, I think they're talking about the time that we were talking about like the gigs and stuff. And Brent is saying, yeah, what do you use for mouthpieces for your didgeridoo, bro? Beeswax, yeah, the one that you need to explain about.
Yeah.
Beeswax, tough to come by. And someone is from Belgium. Yeah, Hamza is from Belgium. Thank you very much, man, for tuning in, bro. Salman is in the house. What's up, Dirty
Yo,
Flash?
Sally!
Yeah.
Sally!
And Karim is saying they need to travel and experience more music outside their circle slash genre. It will only benefit their music understanding and skills. Exactly, bro. That's very very
100%.
very very accurate.
100%.
And Karim is saying, what artist slash life event changed the way you view music?
Well, okay. Um, let's go back to the first comments.
Yeah, man.
Uh, the dancing part will come for the angel for the dancing part in a bit. We're talking to Brent. You got it. Did you do it since 2008? And I know beeswax is very hard to come by. It's very hard to come by.
Well, what is
It's like,
beeswax? Like, can you explain for maybe for people that they don't know what it is?
all right, the beeswax. So basically, you have a didgeridoo. So it's a hollow pipe, whether it's from a tree branch, it's whether from PVC, it's whether from bamboos, whatever, anything is cylindrical. It's anything that you can stick your lips and you vibrate your lips inside the didgeridoo, and that's how you create the sound. And the didgeridoo, you can create the sound by the drone, by basically using your lips, the tongue, the vocal cords, and your core, and your stomach. So that's how you create the sound. So some didgeridoos, it contain a beeswax. Basically, the ulterior cover is something like a bridge for a guitar.
Okay.
That's what you can hold your lips toward the uneven surface of the didgeridoo.
Okay.
Maybe the cylinder of the didgeridoo is too big, the diameter. Your lips are too small. You cannot fit your lips over there to make the drone sound. So they put beeswax.
Okay.
Beeswax, it's from the name of it, beeswax. It's wax made out of the bees.
Okay. Okay.
And so basically they mold it all around the didgeridoo from the top to create a seal. And that's when you could put your lips, and that's how you vibrate your lips. For me, I stopped using wooden didgeridoos for I think 2 years ago, because the moment I got my didgeridoo, which it's a custom made, so I'm using resin. I'm using resin or wood. And that's how I changed, because it's a mold. I gave it to the artist who created my didgeridoo, and I told him this is the diameter that I need, and that's how you create the exact mouthpiece that I requires. But when I got my didgeridoo in the first place, Brent, I got it. I ordered from Australia. I had a couple of friends from Australia. They got it for me. So but there is a way. I will check with some didgeridoo makers, and I will come back to you with the proper answer, man.
So I hope Brent that answers your question, and let's move on into the comments. And Aina is saying, "Yo, me and my mom from Bulgaria, and we're watching. She loves didgeridoo."
Nice.
Nice, man, nice. And Sarah is saying, you're one of the best DJs I know. You have such a diverse taste in music. Exactly, that's what we're gonna dig into, man. Like, dude, you know what? That's a good segue. Thank you very much, Sarah. By the way, I want to give a shout out to whoever is watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. This means the world to me and to Flash, because he knows the struggle. He knows how we're hustling over here and how we are, like, trying to do something from scratch. And thank you very much again. That means the world to me. Just share the love, share the video with your friends, let them know about the page. Let's get more traffic into the page, and let's get back to the main topic, bro. As she said, you have different taste in music, man. Dude, the first moment before you picking up the didgeridoo, I saw you play the harmonica, and dude,
Yes.
you were that guy. It's like, when you play, I'm like, damn, man, I feel like I'm in a blues movie, like I'm back in, like, that time, like, pew. Like, you had that thing for it. Like, how, like, You know what? Okay, we'll get to the harmonica part, but why you have this passion for these type of instruments are like maybe we're like okay, you know why? Because we are not comfortable with these type of things. As in like it never been in my mind to choose a harmonica or like as you said like a hang drum or like a didgeridoo. Like what had brought that attention to you as in picking up an harmonica, man?
Well, because I had a passion for blues. When at
Mm-hmm.
that time I started playing bass guitar, I decided like, you know what?
Which you bought my
Because I
bass
started
guitar.
exactly when I bought your bass guitar, which I signed by every death metal band here. Then I had to ship it to Iraq,
Oh
and
man.
I never played bass again, which is shamefully.
This
I would love to get back on it very
this
soon, very soon. I hope.
this shows how me and this guy we know each other from back in like god damn it man fucking 2004 man. Jeez man, we used to hang around. He used to pick me up. We go to the music room. We chill. Like good old days man. Good really good old days man. So yeah, carry on.
Uh,
So yeah, the harmonica.
and and that time, because how metal music started.
Mm-hmm.
The metal music is the base of the whole genre of music started from blues and jazz.
Exactly, yes.
The death metal started from jazz, and the rock's music started from blues. So I decided like to go a little bit to the roots. What is the blues? And that's the time. Remember when you used to come to my car, like one song is death metal, the other song is metal, and all of a sudden we switched to Arabic music and back to
Exactly.
blues music,
Exactly,
which
man.
is like you told me, dude, like what the hell is this? What kind of music? What kind of shuffle is this?
Man, that car, that legendary car, man.
Man, people got some good memories out of that car, man.
So
So
yeah.
I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up. I love harmonica. I love the blues. This is the moment I started playing a little bit of blues on the bass, and I said, like, you know what? Why harmonica is a beautiful instrument because I love the sound of it. It's 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 very whether it's cultural, is whether it's the sound of it, whether it's the generation of the music that you can create from it. Some
Hmm.
people they think it's easy. Actually, it's not. It's contained like 10 holes,
I know, man. It's
10
not
holes
easy,
like.
man. It's not easy.
And of course, when you're gonna switch to chromatic harmonica, that's another thing over there.
Yeah, and people are still like very amazed that you're a salsa dancer. They're saying like, Mariela saying salsa dancer. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Well,
We'll talk about
uh,
all these. We'll talk about this. Yo, Omar, what's up? Omar is in the house. He's saying hi.
okay,
What's up, man? Thank
okay,
you very much.
baby.
Thank you very much for dropping by. So yeah, man. As you said, harmonica is not an easy instrument, man. It is not easy at all. Like, it is one of these blowing instruments,
Yeah,
but it's not, dude. When you were explaining this thing to me, I was like, man, is as hard as any other instrument.
pretty much, man.
Pretty
Nothing,
much, yeah,
nothing is easy.
yeah.
Nothing is easy unless you practice, unless you know your music, unless you drill, you dig, you drill, you dig, you do your research. Nothing is easy in life.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing falls into your lap, and it's like boom, there you go. You know it. We don't live in the matrix.
Mm-hmm.
They can upload everything into your brain, and all of a sudden you're shred god. It's like people who plays the guitar and they go shredding.
Mm-hmm.
It's they started like slowly. People practice, people learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole idea, the love and the passion of whatever music that you get into, it's like it's an artistic view.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it could be anything from drumming, from music, from dance, from moving, from anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Going to Selena and the flute. Yes, I do play the flute because majority of my instruments are tribal instrument, from the harmonica to because I play the Native American flutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I love these cultural sound, these weird tribal sound that I can incorporate with my sort of a music,
Mm-hmm.
which is my music from whether from it's like majority of music that I play is psychedelic trance. So I can incorporate these instruments with me while I'm performing live.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that I learned in the past, now I can incorporate it with my music.
Mm-hmm.
See, everything started as, just for the fun and games.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
never thought in my entire existence at any given point that I'm going to be doing what I'm doing right now. I swear
Yeah.
to mama, I swear to God, if I go back to meet myself 4 years ago, and I'm gonna tell him like, yo, Flash, you're gonna be a performer.
Mm-hmm.
I will laugh at myself. I said like, no way that's happening.
Well, that's exactly,
Because
man. Yeah, because, dude, like I wanted to talk about your transformation, how you did it, and this is a good point. As in, like, dude, in my, like the way I know you, you transformed way drastically. Like, bam, from okay, you
dude,
wanted, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
dude, I was corporate. I was 100% corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Suit and tie every day. Either suit and tie or go full on coverall to work
Mm-hmm.
every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is the necessity of life.
Mm-hmm.
Things that happen, recession has happened. I became unemployed. So I said, like, you know what? Why I'm gonna sit down in my house and dwell? Because every job that I apply to, they say, dude, you're overqualified. You're not accepted at this job.
Oh man. Okay.
So this is one of the things about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm overachiever. So when I get into something, is either do it big or go home. It's like when I got into to the whole me being as like a safety engineer. For me, I'm a biomedical engineer, which has got nothing to do with the safety engineering that I did eventually in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nothing to do with it. But things I said, like, you know what? Now I'm doing this. I'm gonna get my qualification. So I got qualification A, B, C, D, and got my international license. I got my double international license, then quadruple international license. And I said, like, you know what? Either do it big or go home.
Damn, boy.
But the fact is, I became overqualified for any kind of job that been offered to me. It's like every job that I applied to in 2016, they told me like, listen, guy, we're not gonna pay you the money that you're looking for, or you're overqualified. So there's no work for you here.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much I've been in despair for almost a year. Literally a year. All I do is apply work, and nothing coming to my way. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I was in depression, I gained weight, and I was just destructive
Mm-hmm.
to me and everybody around me.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I remember there's this girl. He said like, dude, you're a fire performer. And I was playing the whole didgeridoo fire music. It was just something on the side that I enjoy. Me playing in a band, it's a magical rush. Though that adrenaline rush when you're on the stage, when you sing, when you play, it's a beautiful rush. But that's something for me. This is my rebellious side.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I do when I'm not working. It's something to let go.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it started. But somewhere in 2017, somebody has saw my Instagram, somebody has saw my Facebook at that time, and he said like, yo, dude, you're a performer. How about there's this event coming, and why don't you do a fire show? I said like, he said like, I'm gonna pay you money for it. I said like, what? People get paid for this? And that was my changing point. I said like, I apply in the morning, do my workout and my practice for my fire performing at night,
Mm-hmm.
and wait, whatever comes first, I'm gonna take it. The thing is, the whole recession, the whole oil and gas wasn't working out, so I was just home. So slowly things, people get to know who I am. I started performing left and right. Then slowly music picked up. Then people started get to know what the hell is the didgeridoo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into like from one event to another big event to another big event to another big event, because at that point in time I was one of the few didgeridoo players in here.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the few didgeridoo players has managed to kind of break the criteria from shamanic healing sound.
What is that?
Shamanic healing is people in the yoga community, or people, they meditate, they use a lot for meditation,
Okay, the healing sounds and stuff like
the
this.
healing sound.
Okay.
But for me, I'm a musician, I'm not a healer
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I want to incorporate this magical instrument with music, because I'm a musician by the end of the day. So I said like, you know what, I want to incorporate it with music. So I was doing sound healing on one point, at one point, helping out a lot of healers that come to Dubai. They give me a call, so I started doing that for them.
Mm-hmm.
But on the different aspect, I started doing my music. So incorporated with different genre music, playing live, doing open mics, whatever comes into my way, I will never say no to that.
Mm-hmm. Which you got like into the you went to the Asia football championship as well. You performed there.
Yes. The Asia Football Cup. I was performing in Buddha Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I performed in a lot of restaurants, which is they require a different sound, which is
Mm-hmm.
basically so unique, so different. They wanted some different instrument.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I can incorporate that.
That's exactly. Let me jump into the comments for a bit. Flash is saying, Omar is saying, Flash, say it. I know you want to say it. You know what he's saying, man.
Yep. No, I'm trying. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
And Mariella is saying, can I have an autograph from Flash? Obviously, you can have an autograph from Flash.
Hi, hey Mariela, how you doing?
And Kurosh, my good friend, thank you very much for tuning in. And we got Naima Amari. So proud of you, Flash.
Thank you, Naima.
And
Thank you.
thank you very much for tuning. And Omar is saying, Flash, what are your thoughts on merging your foundational music choices, aka metal or etc., with what great instruments like Didgeridoo and etc.
Okay, so basically, it's the music that I'm playing as a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's high BPM.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it goes from 140 all the way to 200. So my music is rough like my death metal.
Mm-hmm.
So the BPM is high, like double bass going over there. It's like a lot of rough sound, tough sounds. So that's
Extreme music.
so extreme music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going from one extreme to another extreme.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the case. It's always the case. I never chosen anything which is normal. Everything extreme with me.
Wait, salsa was normal, but very odd.
Very
out
odd
of
to our community. It's very odd to our metal community. Dude, that's another story. Let me finish this and I will. It's like, dude, people, they were shocked. You know, the guy, because I remember when I showed
we
up
were
to
shocked.
salsa,
We were shocked.
it's like my beard was till here, going in a combat boots and a combat short to a salsa class. That was a shock. Like I remember my first class, and the people in the class, he said like, "Hey, the bar is over there." I said, "No, I came to dance." He said like, all right, guy. And over there, somewhere in the corner, a friend of mine was there. I said, "Flash, is that you?" I said like, "Hey, how you doing?" So what are you doing here? I said like, "Well, I decided like I'm bored with my life. I want something new." So I decided like, you know what, to do some shaky, and that's how I get into salsa, man. It was something out of the blue. It's something I wanna. It came into my plate, and I decided like, you know what, nothing in life that comes into your plate, there's no meaning to it. There's some hidden agenda behind whatever that comes into your plate. It's like it's like the whole metal, how it started, or whether you're playing an instrument, how it got, or you going on stage, how it happened, or you choosing a job that lead to another job that lead to an amazing other job.
Exactly.
The whole thing happened. It's a cycle. Everything goes into a cycle. Anything that you learn at one point, it will come handy in the future at one point.
Exactly. Yes, I agree with you.
It's like me being a death metal vocalist. Who would ever thought you becoming a death metal vocalist that's a talent somewhere you can use in the future, which is right now I'm incorporated with my music, or being a didgeridoo player. Actually, when I learned the didgeridoo, there are some techniques I'm using the growling sound of my didgeridoo, which is give that more the bassy sound that I require.
Man, I still like, for me still it's like, man, what the fuck is happening, man? Like Flash, didgeridoo, harmonica, salsa, and like death metal, black metal, man. Dude, that's why I wanted to bring you on this episode. You are unique. Okay. You know what? Your character is unique. While you're sitting and chilling with us, you're unique. Taste of music, it's super unique. Your taste in choosing instruments is super unique. Like none of us in this circle we were like ever thinking of didgeridoo. Like I heard didgeridoo in other music, but when I heard you picking up that instrument, I'm like, wait a second, what is he up to? I mean, I always knew that Flash is that guy that he wants to try different stuff, and he has that, and like he has that tendency of bringing in new flavors into whatever music he's liking. But dude, seriously, kudos to you. You came so far.
Thank you.
You came so far. The way that I mean, next I gotta be showing the video from Dolby that got over 67K views within like what 5 days or less than 5 days, man. That's a milestone. That's a huge achievement, and I'm proud of you, man. I'm really proud of you. I mean, come on, man. It's like none of us been there, but
And
to see
much love,
you,
man. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
man,
That
you,
means a lot to
you don't need to say this, man. I mean, for us, because we are the same family, man. We've been there. We saw, like, we chilled together, like, just for the sake of just chilling together, and we hung out, we drank, we spent a lot of good times together. We have a lot of memories.
Absolutely.
But seeing that and coming here, Flash is becoming that public figure that I'm sure, like, people will notice you, as in, like, come on, man, this is the guy I know, man. This is Flash. This is by the way, I'm sure some of you don't know his real name.
No, majority of the people, like, when I got into being interviewed on the TV, and I got appearances on a couple of magazines, they posted my real name, and there's a lot of people who said, like, guess what? I know your name. I know your
Yeah.
name right now.
I remember, like, that night when I mentioned your name, the guy was like, "Oh, so now they're calling you that name."
Ah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's like the
Yeah.
whole Flash happened, something random out of the blue somewhere, started in university.
Which is great, man.
Because
Which is great. It's literally the translation of your last name.
exactly.
Yeah, that's freaking, like, by coincidence. It's amazing.
It's all started as a joke, like
Yeah.
Facebook just started. Facebook just started over there, and we decided, like, what? Make something unique. Who cares about Facebook?
Here you go. Some people
It,
know
it
your
became
name.
Facebook really huge. Like, I remember that's the time I changed my name to ENG Beneflash. And what do you call it at the party? What is that? English Beneflash? English Beneflash.
Yeah, man. Dude, I gotta jump into the comments. Omar is saying the only thing left is that you dance in a thong, and
No, that's not gonna
and
happen anytime soon.
Selena's saying heart you so much, and she knows your real name, Mustafa ya Mustafa. And Nigel is saying you came a long way from that red car.
Oh
You
my
used to
God.
It's like you used to drop me home, man. Congrats, and also you still have my Opeth CD.
Oh, dude, your Opus CD is actually stuck in my CD in my car. I still have it. Don't worry,
Oh,
but it's still
man.
stuck in my car. But it's there. It exists. It exists.
These are the points that the guy's gotta catch you. Like, dude, you owe me that. You owe me this. You took this. God
Oh my
damn it.
God.
You know what? Let's jump into the video. Let's watch the video from Dolby. And dude, kudos to you again. So we're gonna shift to that video. You guys enjoy it, watch it, and comment what you like about that, because dude, the background and the whole atmosphere is amazing. I love the stuff that you do over there. So we're gonna shift to that and see you guys in a bit.
Yo,
So Flash, tell us about this video, man. How did you come up with it?
well, it's it's actually it's an offer came to me like somewhere during lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dolby. They had an app. It's called Dolby On app.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they saw my content, my Instagram, my yeah, let's say particular weird music.
Mm-hmm.
They said like, how about why don't you create something for this application? We wanna create different sounds to test it out on our application. Why don't you record something?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this particular video, me and my producer Kareem, Capital Seven,
Mm-hmm.
me and him, we started working on that video when we got confirmed. So we sent them as like the first draft. They approved of it. So
Mm-hmm.
we send them the complete video
Mm-hmm.
with everything that you hear over there, from the sound of the singing bowls, from the backing track. Everything has created from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has created from scratch. And everything that you see in that video is actually that's my house right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much where all the magic happened. That's where I create my music over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a
And
very nice setup, man.
man, much respect, man, much respect. And of course, you know, when you're doing all these weird particular music, you need to feel the vibe of a festival. You need to feel the vibe of your whatever music that you're creating. So you need to be
Mm-hmm.
comfortable in your own atmosphere, in your own vibe, for you to achieve an awesome sound by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And dude, it was a shocker to me. It's like when I saw within what, yeah, within less than a week, I got 67.5 thousand views.
Yeah, man.
And I said like,
That's
what the
crazy.
hell is happening? I said like, I thought it's 67. In my head, it's 67. I did not read the K. I did not read the K. It was a shocker for me, man.
Yeah, I remember you texting us like, man, dude, my video got over 60,000 views. I'm like, okay, dude, props, man. That's great, bro.
And man, it's something like I'm blessed, man. I'm seriously I'm blessed with everything that came into my way. Because the thing is, you wanna never be shy from what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is, you're creating something so different, so unique. Keep drilling, keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact is, there's always that few individuals over there. They're gonna tell you like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know, this is not made for you. This is so weird. This is nobody gonna listen to. I know it. I know it 100%. Like, dude, from being in death metal, the death metal people in this country, we used to be like what, a small crew
Yep.
who
Yep.
listened to death metal.
Exactly. Yes.
We had a metal community. We had a good rock community, but not a lot of people who listen to death metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you wanted them. You didn't listen to death metal per se, but you go and support all the artists, all the people who's gonna be on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is, it's like when you play something so unique, I got my audience,
Mm-hmm.
I got my people. Is the fact is, it's people they're gonna either like it or hate it, and of
Mhm.
course there's always that percentage of people who's gonna be appreciating the uniqueness of what you're doing. You can actually convert people into listening. It's like, oh, okay, there is some other type of music.
Mm-hmm.
There is some other type of music, or you can incorporate this kind of music into this instrument, into this music, or this particular dance into that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is possible in life.
Exactly.
Life is
Okay.
short, man. Life is short, and Corona has proved of it.
Yep.
It's like we're living in a time which is you don't know what the fuck gonna happen tomorrow. You're gonna die in any day. So, dude, why the hell you don't pursue towards something that's you good at or you want to be good at? So why not push toward it? You got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
You
Man.
home, you're at home. You bored. You got nothing, dude. In during the pandemic times, I had so many people who done nothing except
Exactly.
Netflix. I was like, why I want to waste my time? I had this beautiful opportunity right now. Let me use it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me use this time to create something which is so unique, so different. People they're gonna hate it. Some people they're gonna hate it, but the people that I want to target is not the people that are gonna hate it. I'm targeting this particular people who's gonna love this kind of whatever image, whatever things that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
All the artists, whether you go from back from Picasso to Van Gogh to, it's like it's for them. Whatever art that they created is so weird, so different. Nobody liked it till at one point in time their art became sells in millions of dollars right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is the idea? It's the love and the passion that you toward your art, toward whatever you're creating. Could be anything. Could be anything. Anything that you create. It's your body is your creation.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is your temple. A lot of people they create, they shape, they chisel their body and work out and that's their creation. That's their target. That's whatever they could be. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my dedication was toward the music, toward the performing. I managed to I'm learning sound production. I'm learning how to DJ properly. I'm expanding my genre of music. Before I'm just playing psychedelic trance from forest to dark side trance.
Mm-hmm.
Now I started playing drum and bass, and slowly kind of get into like lower stuff, whether from psychedelic dub to reggae music to slowly to get into the whole techno, because it's music is music.
Mm-hmm. And what you say. It's a universal language that everyone can
Exactly.
relate to, and it's great. I mean, dude. On top of that, you've been part of a lot of interviews on like Arabic channels and stuff like this, which I wanna view it for the people next. But before going there, I just want to jump into the comments. Some people, Omar is saying, I miss Flash's afro, and that one time your snake got loose in the house.
Dude, no more afro, man. I lost my hair, man. Bad genes, man. Bad genes. It's gone, baby.
And Selena saying such a rock star. Brent is saying sick video. Myra saying what a talent. And Karim is saying hashtag blessed, man. Thank you very much, guys, for the kind words. And again, I appreciate all the love that you guys are giving us tonight by sticking around and sharing this video with your friends. Thank you very much for sticking around. So, Flash, what you think? Let's hit it into the performance that you guys did on Al Arabiya channel.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys gonna be watching him and Kareem performing on a live set in Al Arabiya interview. And here we go.
طيب نسمع
So, Flash, tell us about this. How was the experience, man?
Dude, it's I was scared. I was scared. The fact is, because when I found out is they go live,
Mm-hmm.
it was a morning show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a live. So for me, this was, I think, my third interview on. I'm being like interviewed for the third time, but that was the first time I'm going live.
Okay.
So for me, there is no mistake must happen in the live. In the
Yeah.
recording, mistake can happen. You know, we can adjust, we can redo. But I was like the whole ghutra over there. I was like sweating underneath like crazy. I was scared. And the fact is, like, people walking by, because Al Arabiya TV, it's like people come from the main entrance to go to their offices. So that studio wasn't a closed studio.
Okay.
It was an open studio. And all of a sudden, I see all those people stopping, taking pictures, and they're looking. And that frightened the hell out of me, man. It was like, dude, there's so many people here. I did not expect this. I felt like I'm in a closed environment.
So how was the interaction? How was the like first impression like after the show?
Dude, like, it's people, of course, a lot of people, like, you see the hate comments over there. It's like, what the hell is Arabiya doing? Bringing these satanic clovers. People, like, they want to conjure demons and whatnot. Dude, I heard it all. Like, if you see the comments, it's hilarious, man. I swear to God, I started laughing. I started laughing about the comments.
Satanic?
Oh, dude.
What is satanic
like,
about that?
It's like conjuring, it's like you conjure a demon from the depth of the darkness.
Just what? I still don't. I mean, how? Like,
it's the sound. It's the sound of it that creates. It's so unique. It's so different. Like, a lot of people who's not educated about music or don't understand music, they see it in a different aspect. Like, it's like, our death metalists, or black metalists. It's like right away they're satanic. They want to create conjure Satan over there and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We heard it all.
Yeah.
We heard it all.
Yeah, we heard it all.
So for me, there's no. It's like, you know what? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. This is not for you. But there are other people who will appreciate this type of art.
But I mean, dude, it's great that, to see you. This is like one of the videos that you've been featured on a few channels, and the other ones that were about your fire dancing and the flow, like the light flow dances that you do, which I want to dig a bit into that as well. But so this gig, man, I'm sure it was a huge gig, and I'm sure that you were like, having the time of your life, and the stress and the feels and everything, like you don't want to fuck up and stuff like this. But man,
Dude,
it's
like the whole 2 weeks of, for me, I could not sleep, and me and Capital 7, we just stuck in the studio because that track that you heard is, again, from our creation. Everything that you heard over there, it's our creation, except the vocals we use somebody else's, because that was an angelic voice. I said, like, I have to use this because Dia Dova, she got an amazing angelic voice. I said, like,
great.
I want to use that voice into my music.
That's great, man. Dude, what you think we headed to the rapid fire rounds, the gaming section? Are you up for it?
All right.
So
that's it.
So let's head it to the rapid fire rounds. This is a game section that I do with my guest, as in, like, I'm gonna be providing him with two options, and he would choose an option, and if he wants to explain why he chose that option, it's completely up to him. The camera angle is all his. So whoever is still watching, thank you very much for sticking around. You guys can join us in the comment section with your answers, which one you prefer. So note it down in the comment section. Let's have fun together. So Flash, are you good to go?
All right, let's hit it, boy.
Blues or rock?
Dude, that's a good question.
It's an option. It's an option.
It's blues, definitely blues.
Okay, moving on. Bass or drums?
Bass.
Moving on. Metallica or Slayer?
That's under the belt. I love them both. You got the nice sound of Metallica, and you got the craziness of Slayer. You cannot can't incorporate. I love them both.
And Mariella is saying blues as well. So first,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Metallica or Slayer? Which one now? Come on. Or you don't have an option, as in, like, you just go ahead with both.
I'll go with both.
And Salman is saying, "I know 7 out of those 8 facts about Flash."
I love you too, Sally.
Love you, Sally. Myra is saying bass. Myra is saying Metallica. Nice, nice. You guys keep it coming. Keep it coming. That sounded so wrong. I don't mean it that way, but keep it coming. Keep the answers coming. So moving on, man. Tribal sounds or modernized sounds?
Travel.
Is that why you chose to, bring in the
Of course.
didgeridoo?
Of course, of course, of course.
So moving on. You like Spangle or infected mushroom?
Spangle.
Okay, I knew you would go with Spangle. And people are saying, Selena's saying drums, and she's saying Metallica, and Salman is saying Slayer.
Of course.
Okay, moving on. This might be a tricky one, but I just want your side of the thing. Which one you prefer to do? Dancing as in salsa, or the performance of fire and light flow dancing, or music performing?
The thing is, it's all art. You cannot separate art. Art, it comes into different shape or form. You can at one point, I definitely want to collaborate everything at one given point, because the fact is, I was a death metalist, and I went into salsa. From salsa, I learned music. I learned how to count music better. Before I used to be in a band. When I used to sing, I would just like. I remember my first show. I had a piece of paper because I've been called into the gig. It's like less than a week before the show, because Serpent died, they didn't have a vocalist. So they said, like, you want to come, and I did not memorize the lyrics, so I had it written on a piece of paper on my hand. At that time, I never knew there's counter music. I never knew what's a metronome. At that time I was young and dumb. So
Exactly.
actually, salsa dancing made me realize there is a counter music. There is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. I said, like, really? Music goes like this? I never knew that. So for me, actually, when I became a dancer, it helped me a lot to understand music even better.
Which Mariela is saying, be careful with the answer for salsa.
Yeah. Don't worry, Mariela. Love you too.
And Selena is saying tribal, no doubt, and she's choosing infected mushroom. So,
Of course.
So moving on, learned salsa for the girls or just for yourself?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You naughty man. Actually, it started for the girls, but then I discovered the passion of the dancing. So it started for the fact is, I'm gonna meet random people not in the community, people are different from what I used to know. So I started actually to meeting people. Then eventually, slowly, when I get to understand the music, the meaning of the music, and the whole, because I dance Cuban music right now, Cuban salsa. And the fact is, in the Cuban salsa, there's a lot of tribal sound in there, and that what got me even incorporate actually some of the tribal aspect of Cuban salsa into my psychedelic music. I use some of them into my parties as the opening, or something in between. I drop it while I'm playing psychedelic music.
So that's a great approach to it. I mean, that's why, like, people are saying Hamza is saying your brother is saying blues, and Selena is saying the ladies. That's
Oh my god.
even Myra is saying the girls. And Brent is asking you, have you ever heard about Kizomba?
Kizomba, yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned it at one point. I know the basic steps of Kizomba, but I don't dance it properly. No.
Which
It's a beautiful dance. It's a beautiful dance. The music is amazing. The dance is amazing. It's basically, it's a chemistry, and the fact is, you and your partner, it's trying to create something, and the movement, like basically two bodies merge into one, and moving as one unity. It's an absolutely gorgeous dance, man. When you see people dancing it, you just like be in a trance while looking at people with the whole drop of the music and the sensuality of it. It's absolutely beautiful.
I mean, we're gonna be digging more into that whole transformation of you, how you got into these things, like after this rapid fire rounds. So moving on, playing didgeridoo is hard or no?
Nothing is hard.
Mm-hmm.
In life, nothing is hard unless you practice. Practice is the key.
Mm-hmm.
Is the fact is when I got into the didgeridoo, it was difficult. Is the idea is not to create the sound, is the circular breathing,
Mm-hmm.
which is that is the main technique as a didgeridoo player. The meaning of a circular breathing, basically you inhale in and out at the same time, a continuation of the sound without you stopping the beat.
Mm-hmm.
That is the meaning of circular breathing. Majority of wind instruments, they use this technique, but not a lot. Not a lot of wind instrument musicians, they know the technique.
Mm-hmm.
But every didgeridoo player, he knows that technique.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a lot of trumpet players. Some of them, they know it.
Mm-hmm.
Other people, they don't, because it's for them. It's not something essential that they need to learn because it's a trick. It's something you need to trick your body to understand.
Mm-hmm.
It took me, for me, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. The fact is, I grabbed it within 2 months to understand how to make the circular breathing. I'm one of those lucky few who managed to crack it in 2 months. People, they manage to take years in understanding the concept of how to do the circular breathing.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? Before you continue, let me ask you the next one, because the next one is very related to what you're explaining.
right.
Learning didgeridoo was a challenge, or you like challenges.
Oh, I love challenges, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love
So
challenges.
that's why you picked up this instrument in particular.
That's
because
one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. And the fact is, it's so unique because, like, you know me, man. I'm weird. I like weird shit. That's a reality. Like, dude, like, remember the time I showed up to a metal gig wearing my flower Hawaiian shirt and everybody gave me the dirty look? Dude, it's crazy. Like, because being unique is part of you. You as an artist. By the end of the day, as a performer, you need to be unique. You need to be different.
Mm-hmm.
It's so I decided to pick up the didgeridoo. The fact is the sound that I created, the sound that remind me of my childhood game, the sound that is so unique, so different. It's kind of relate to jungle, to the forest, because for me, one day, I really hope in the future, when God blesses me with money, I'm definitely having a shack somewhere in the mountains, somewhere close to the beach, and I'm gonna be living my life over there in a shack somewhere by the beach and in the mountains, because the sound of the didgeridoo it's always remind me of me being in that kind of environment, in that kind of stratosphere.
That whole primitive type of vibe that you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah. So moving on, did you get okay? Did you you know what? Okay, this question is a bit tricky, but I gonna put it in the best way I can. Did you get inspired by choosing these instruments, or was just a natural selection? Like, did you see
Some of
someone?
them,
Yeah, okay, as you said, you saw someone, like you heard it in a game and stuff like this. But
yeah.
was it a natural selection that you got, like your gravitation towards them, or it was just something that, okay, because it's a challenge and you got inspired by looking at that person playing that instrument, you picked it up?
No, it's something that's somehow I gravitate to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the moment I heard it, I said like, I like that. I want to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing when it came to my fire performing. Same thing when I became a death metal vocalist. Same thing when I became a bass player. Is the fact is I don't know. There's something about the bass when I heard Death, or when I heard Iron Maiden's bass. I said like, what is that instrument in the background? Which is I discovered that is the bass guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I said like, I want to learn that instrument. That sounds very very groovy, very jazzy in the background. And of course, those who can hear Iron Maiden's bass player, it's absolutely mind blowing. It's beautiful. I said like, I want to learn that. I don't want to learn the guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, exactly. I agree with you, man. Iron Maiden. What's his name? Steve Harris. That guy is
Yeah,
crazy, man. So moving on, black metal or death metal?
death metal.
Damn it,
No,
really?
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Moving on, your line of instruments, is it expensive or is cheap?
If you want to get a good instrument like guitars, you can find a cheap guitar with a cheap pickup,
Mm-hmm.
or you want to find a good instrument that's gonna last with you for life. It's exactly the same concept. You can find cheap didgeridoos, which is my first didgeridoo. I got it for $20,
Mm-hmm.
and I found didgeridoos made of PVC for 100 dirhams.
Okay.
And but my didgeridoo, the one that I got many years ago, I think I bought it for, I don't remember, but I think roughly around 500 700 pounds, UK pounds,
Jeez. Okay.
which is like roughly we're talking about like 2.5K to 3K.
Okay.
But the fact is, I know that didgeridoo will last me for well, right now I've been playing since 2000. I got it somewhere in 2017, 16,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been 5 years right now, and there's nothing wrong with it. And
But-
the fact is, I can change the keys. I can cooperate with music.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the.
But they're expensive, yeah. As in, like,
Some of them are expensive. Depends on the wood. It depends on the maker. It depends on the finishing. It depends on what are you shipping it from. Because of course, these kind of instruments you cannot find it unless you're gonna contact the maker.
mm-hmm. So basically the usual things, as in, like, the standard things that, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. 100%.
So the last one, it's any instrument is easy to be included in any music, yes or no?
Easy, no. It depends. It all depends. First of all, it depends on the artist. It depends on the type of the music, and it depends on the instrument itself. Because let's say if you're playing some dark music, you cannot incorporate something light, airy kind of sound. So there's over there, it's you need somehow to incorporate it, unless you detune it so it kind of matches the sound, or it's kind of create some sort of an effect to make that light into the darkness. Basically, I don't know how to explain it, but basically in my kind of music, there are like dark music and there's lights. So basically there's morning and nighttime. It's let's say something like I cannot.
I mean,
I don't think there's anything.
Are we talking strictly didgeridoo?
No, not didgeridoo. It could be any instrument, whether it's a guitar, whether it's a bass, whether even a saxophone. We can violin, whatever instrument. It can be incorporated with any general music. I heard so many kind of music, which is so unique, so different, incorporated with something got nothing to do with whatever happening over there.
Which is a good segue. Ammar al-Sharif is asking, keep, by the way, he's saying keep going what you are going, keep going. I think he's saying keep doing what you're doing. I have a question. Can we mix between salsa dance with fire and light dance?
Yes, definitely.
And how is that? Is it that depends on the music, or it's something that...
It's not only, it's your body movement. It's like when you dance, because fire performing and light, and whether fire or light, it's a dance. It's a dance. So now as a dancer, you need to know how to your body move with music, with the beat, with the rhythm. So whenever you learn any sort of a dance, anything, hip hop, R&B, break dance, you can incorporate anything with everything. So yes, it's doable because I can. That's how I found like I move my body, the way that I'm going to be shifting, the way that I'm going to be moving, my transition in the movement. Salsa did help me a lot. My salsa moves.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be talking about the whole transformation after we watch your video about the whole fire dancing stuff that you do. That was, I think, part of a TV interview, but they shorted down to a small clip of you performing. So let's watch that, and we come back and we talk about the whole thing in depth. So you guys enjoy. All right. So Flash, bro, that's amazing. It's an amazing performance, man. Tell us more
Thank
about
you.
it. I mean, like, this is the other side of you, man. I've never thought you would get into these type of stuff, man. I mean, but it's like you keep mesmerizing us, and like, we're like, whoa, man, what, really, Flash? So tell us more. Give us insights. How you got into this, like, the fire dance and the light flow dance and all these things.
Well, it started actually. I've somewhere on New Year's, I think in 2008. I think somewhere around that time. I saw like a fire performer. I think he was Canadian guy, and he came to Dubai to perform on New Year's or something. So I met up with him, and he said, "I'm performing in what do you call it? I think Global Village at that time or somewhere."
Mm-hmm.
So I said, like, you know what? I wanna go speak with this guy. I want to know more about this. And yet again, met up with the guy. He gave me my first one sock of poi, just like one hand. That's it.
Would you
And
explain
he
more
told me,
about that to the guys, because I'm sure people don't know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but
all right.
the
So the poi basically it's two socks in your hand. That's the practice one. The one is like basically with the flame ball underneath. So one and one. So basically that's how you spin and you play around.
mm-hmm,
That is the poi.
mm-hmm.
And that's one of the first thing. And there's something which is I've ever seen. It's called the bugang. Basically, it's like an S, and this is part of an illusion. That is the first thing I've seen, and I just got mind blown over there. I said, like, what the hell is this? What's going on in here?
Mm-hmm.
And and again, like it's been at the top of my head. It's like I'm gonna learn it one day. I'm 100%. I'm gonna learn it one day. And somewhere time has passes by, and in my travels and my festivals, I saw people doing fire performing. So I got my first staff, my fire staff.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly, I kind of picked up. I met an amazing community here. Shout out to the fire community in Dubai and everywhere in the world.
Shout out to him,
And
man.
and that's why it's like they started sharing information. We kind of share knowledge. Somebody learn a move, he teaches to the other person, and that's why we kind of share information. Whatever we learn, hey guys, I learned a new move, let me show you. And we started educating each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much how I picked it up. It's all by some random chance, which has got me mesmerized by the fire performing, mesmerized by the whole, like, you can incorporate fire, you can dance with fire. So I'm like, how is that even possible?
Did you get
And
into did you get into the fire dancing or first, or the light dancing first?
fire.
Well, which one is I'm sure the fire one is much more harder, as in like.
It's no, it's the same. It's like pretty much if you understand the concept and the movement of the body and whatnot, the fire, it became some sort of not irrelevant, but it's there. It's part of your show. But the fact is you should be scared of fire. That's 100%, because if you do a mess up, if you lose it, if you not make sure of your equipment is 100% correct, if there's something loose, a big problem will happen with fire.
Mhm.
Light, you might gonna hurt yourself. You might gonna hurt one of the audience if you mess up, maybe.
Mhm.
But with fire, the danger are more. So you need to understand the safety.
Mhm.
You need to understand how to kill your fire. You need to understand your fuel that you're using, that's the most important part. There's
Okay.
so many there's so many artists over there who have been hurt because they did not do the research about what kind of fuel to use, or they do their shows and an event drunk, which is that's a big no. That's a big
Mhm.
no. If you're drunk and you never spin fire, because the fact is your mind is not there. You can easily hurt yourself, and you can hurt one of your audience.
Mhm.
That's a big no.
So regarding the fuel, is it like edible? Is it okay if you?
No.
So how you do it? Like, because I've seen, like, videos, you turn it off in
Bl-
your
I,
mouth and you
yeah,
blow out.
I blow fire, yes.
So.
But the thing is, I'm using a particular type of fuel, which is damaging. But if you know how to use it, Basically, you gargle your mouth the moment you're done. You don't inhale. You spit out when you do your show. You brush your teeth. You make sure everything is in check, because by the end of the day, you need to take care of you. You're the most important person.
Mm.
If you got hurt, and there's so many fire performers who got hurt because you playing with fire, you get burned. So
Yeah.
you need to understand the concept of what is the hazard behind of what you're doing.
Mm. And some people are asking, Zara Lee is asking, what is your favorite toy to play with the most?
Uh, my favorite toy. I love them all. I don't have something in particular, but I would love if my brain gonna catches the bugang, because that was my first ever uh, a prop I've ever seen. It's
Mm-hmm.
called the bugang.
And
It's
what's
like when
that?
I saw it. It's the one with the S. Basically,
Okay,
it's
okay.
illusion. You create something with twist. You create something,
Oh, the
images.
light one. You're talking about the light one.
Yes,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
the
I've
the
seen that.
bugang is the only prop I want to learn it with light. I will never incorporate it with fire.
And
That is the
what's
only one.
why? Because of
But
safety
everything that I
measures?
play, no, because I like light when it comes to bugang. Only bugang.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like when I see a fire show on the bugang. I say like, it's not my thing. But when I see an LED light or LED, it's just like it's mesmerizing.
Mm-hmm.
That is my favorite prop, which is I'm not good at it yet.
And Brent is saying weaponized dancing, and Makami Taro is saying the fuel is not too bad.
But the
It's
fume
yeah, it's the fume that is really
is the
bad.
fume.
And he's
Exactly,
saying as long as you don't burn yourself.
exactly, 100%.
Mm. And Karim is saying S stuff. What's
S
that?
the S stuff is the same as bugang.
Okay, I thought he's meaning something else, man. My brain, man, my brain. Dude, tell us about your transformation. I mean, okay, we learned that, okay, you took everything step by step, but where do you see yourself, with this whole transformation of being a metalhead, being a vocalist, being a metal vocalist, doing growls, and suddenly shifting, for example, to harmonica, and then moving to flute. Apparently you're a flute player as well, and the whole didgeridoo, and getting into the whole DJ and the dancing, the salsa dancing, fire, and all this transformation. um why you didn't stick around with one? Like, don't you see yourself, you're like, you're into a lot of things, and do you see yourself like
Yes,
growing up in these things, like as in, are you gonna end up choosing one forever, or are you gonna be doing all forever? Maybe you're gonna add up more things to your resume.
definitely, definitely. See, the thing is, that saying, a jack of all trades, a master of none.
Exactly.
It's something similar. Like for me, because when you get into something, I put time and effort in learning. So right now I break my time toward learning everything. So because during lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
I had so much time.
Mm-hmm.
I had so much time. So basically, how the hell you kill time? You're not going anywhere. You're stuck at home.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact is each one came in handy. So I started breaking down my days. It's like I wake up in the morning, have my nice cup of coffee. I started cooking my breakfast, and after that, do my stretches, do my workout,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, I start like put an hour into my flow art. So I choose one prop, let's say the poi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After that, I do a little bit DJing. I sit behind the decks for a couple of hours, play some music, then I play something else. Because time is all of the essence. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to waste your time, because we're living in some weird time. The moment we're gonna go back to, the whole fast life, and we go back to reality, and everything goes to normal, you're gonna lose yourself somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to incorporate. So I managed somehow with everything that I did, that helped me to pass the time that I've been in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people, because the fact is they got nothing, and a lot of people, they didn't incorporate their time to learn something new. I said, like, for me, I got all of these talents. I can entertain myself, although being all alone. I can entertain myself.
Exactly.
I can do things. I can learn new things. I can create something.
Main
And
reason,
that's why.
like that's the
And
main reason for me that I picked up doing this show as well. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So I mean, it's just like where do you see yourself sticking to one of these things forever?
No, no. I'm always gonna incorporate everything and everything,
So
because everything lines together. And I'm 100% at one point in time, I'm gonna incorporate everything in one show. And I'm planning towards something, creating something.
mhm,
It's still in the air. It's still whatever I'm creating is still in the air. Nothing has been physically been done,
mhm,
but it's already, everything is in progress, because
mhm.
a lot of these things doesn't happen in night and day.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
I'm already creating something out of nothing to create some show, which is I'm gonna incorporate everything into everything, 100%.
Mhm. But
But
okay,
sticking to one, no, no, I'm not sticking to one.
what
Actually,
is?
I'm. Who knows? I might gonna add something extra to my show. I'm gonna add some new instrument, probably.
Mhm.
Gonna add some new dance. I'm gonna add some new art. Could be anything.
What is the new like the newest latest thing that you are thinking of? I mean, it's not that you're gonna like don't let everything out. Don't give us the whole details. But what is the newest thing that you want to add to your performance? Is in the fire dancing or the salsa or the whole didgeridoo performance? Are
It's
you?
actually, I'm working toward my DJ aspect
Mm-hmm.
and music production. And definitely, this is one of the new things that I'm learning, is toward music production.
Mm-hmm.
I started somewhere in the beginning of this year. I started slowly learning on Ableton Live.
Mm-hmm.
So I got information, and slowly but surely, it's
Mm-hmm.
like comes in days or comes in a week where I sit down, I create something, and there comes, and after, like, get mind blown after a month. So I
Mm-hmm.
procrastinate for another month without doing anything. But
Mm-hmm.
yet again, I said, like, why did I stop? Why did I stop? But actually, I did not stop,
Mm-hmm.
because I was concentrating on something else.
Mm-hmm.
That something else will help me in creating what I want to do. So let's say when I created that sound for Dolby, it's like, how did that happen? Now, with the help of course, Capital 7, and me understanding my music, and me understanding the direction of the set that I want to create, it's like, so basically, I want this sound, I want to incorporate this sound, and maybe we can create this sound out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So everything will line up at one point. So everything's scattered. Anything that you do, it might be scattered in your life. He. But somehow, slowly, everything will compile, and everything gonna be parallel to each other. You
Mm-hmm.
will find some sort of a direction. The direction could be not today, not tomorrow, not anytime soon, but somewhere in the future. Everything that you did in your life, everything that you learned, it will come handy, 100%. And I do believe in that.
Yeah, man. Dude, I hope the best for you. Even now, I'm like imagining if you can like, you're as you said, you're like the jack of all trades, and imagine you do a show like you are just you have your DJ set, you play a DJ set, and then you do a didgeridoo performance, and you do the fire thing while some of your music is being played in the background. You see,
Exactly.
yeah. So this is a great thing, man. I mean, I really hope you really do it one night. I mean, one day. One night, wow. One day. And
It's
Brent is saying ADHD is a blessing. Yeah, man. And
Dude, it's crazy, man. We're living in some weird times, man. We're living in some weird times, and the fact is, you need to find new ways. First of all, to entertain yourself, you need to find ways to educate yourself
exactly.
by reading a book, by reading a novel, by somehow knowledge. Knowledge is a key. Knowledge is a weapon. Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to educate yourself. Education could be anything,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's you, your mental mind, your everything, your existence. You need to feed it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to feed it, not just food.
Yeah, you will
It's
get
like
yeah, you get
basically we,
inspired,
we
yeah.
live in life, not just like go to work, get money, eat, go to work, get money, eat, work, get to work, money, eat. This vicious cycle. A lot of people who live in this vicious cycle, they hate themselves. I used to be that guy. I know a lot of people, a lot of dear friends, they live in this vicious cycle. Basically, work to eat, eat to work to eat to work, and they are miserable. They are 100% miserable. Their life, their existence, they hating themselves. They got married because they got forced into it. Pretty much they don't have that escape. That escape.
Yeah, they
For me,
like yeah they couldn't find that ground for themselves to start something. Maybe they had a talent, maybe they had a passion for something. It's just that they got caught up in that vicious cycle, as you mentioned, as that 9 to 5 freaking routine. And you know,
exactly. My father was one of them. I just recently discovered my father. He always wanted to learn the drums,
oh
and
nice,
I never knew that. I never knew
nice.
that my father, he wanted to pick up drums at one point in his life, but because of the vicious cycle of work, of family, of feeding, of the
Yeah,
whole
the whole struggle,
wi-
the hustle, man.
struggle,
Yeah.
it became, my father kind of forgot himself in the whole process.
Mhm.
The thing is, now time has changed. You need to take care of yourself. We don't live in the time where our fathers or grandfathers used to live.
Mhm.
Now things are harder in a lot of ways, easy in a lot of ways. Knowledge is easy right now.
Which COVID,
Knowledge is
yeah,
easy.
which COVID-19 created that environment for a lot of us to, reflect back on ourselves and see what we're missing. It's you can take it in this way. Maybe it's like a blessing in disguise, but
100%,
yeah,
100%,
yeah.
dude. I'm so blessed. I was supposed to be going to South Africa to perform in Africa Burn,
Mm-hmm.
but because of my nationality, I could not go to South Africa because I did not get grant for visa. My visa there, I got rejected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now coronavirus happened. Somehow the festival came to me to Dubai. I said, like, it's a blessing in disguise, man. There's
Exactly. Yeah.
something that happened during Corona. I would never thought in my life that I'm gonna be creating this thing.
Yeah, which is like,
It's
yeah, amazing, man. It's like, the whole opportunity presents itself in a different way. Like, they say that if God closes a door on you, it will open another door.
exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, man, I mean, it's great. It's great. I'm very happy that you're, getting opportunities. And as I said, man, you are on the perfect path and you're just doing it right. And I will see you on bigger, very larger stages. I will guarantee you that. But you need to keep up this work that you're doing. You should
Habibi,
not
man, thank you
stop.
so
You should
much.
not
Thank you
stop.
so
And
much.
Brent is asking, any martial arts, bro?
Yes. What do you call it? There is an rope dart. The rope dart, it's another prop, which is basically, you see Jackie Chan uses it in a lot of his movie.
Mm.
It's like Shanghai Noon. Basically, it's a big rope. He put the shoe. What do you call the shoe? The horseshoe,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
okay.
he started using it as a weapon.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got the same. I got the same prop and fire. I got a long
Yeah.
thread, and I put a fireball in the end, and I can spin it. I can do martial art. The
Mm-hmm.
staff is martial art. I got into the fire sword, which is,
Nice.
you can incorporate martial art into the fire sword.
Mm-hmm. That's dude.
And the whole thing, yeah, the poi started within the culture of the Hawaiian natives
Mm-hmm.
and the New Zealand's
Mm-hmm.
the New Zealand natives.
Mm-hmm.
It started as a weapon. The poi, that was their weapon.
You talk
They
about the
used to,
Mauis, yeah?
yeah, the
Yeah.
Maoris and I forgot the name of the New Zealand, those who dance the haka. So they use the poi.
The
They
Samoans? No,
use
the
yeah, they
Samoans.
use the poi.
Yeah.
It was a weapon of war.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then it became in the part of folklore and the culture. They incorporated with something else. Then it changed it to fire.
Mm-hmm.
The Maoris, they got the fire staff and the snake staff.
Mm-hmm.
It's so it
That's
started as a
crazy.
weapon, and then they shifted to a dance prop. Same thing with kung fu and the rope dart.
So man, that means this whole section is endless. As in,
Oh,
you can,
100.
as in, like, if for another example, capoeira. Capoeira,
Yeah,
it's a martial arts, but it's mostly a dance.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I love capoeira, and that's because of Eddie and Tekken.
I was doing capoeira at one point in my life before I messed up my knee and my shoulder.
Damn, man.
I was doing capoeira because this is one of the things I want to learn, the birimbau. The
Mm-hmm.
birimbau is the instrument and they use in capoeira.
Mm-hmm. I think Brent is referring to what you were thinking of the whole New Zealand native thing. It's called Kiwi.
No, it's not Kiwi. Kiwi, it's New Zealand, but
Yeah.
the natives, they
It's
call something, which is I forgot.
okay. And your brother Hamza is saying old Arabic music mixed good with didgeridoo
Yes,
will be a mind blowing, and he's saying or Arabic poetry.
100%. Because I did an art show once
Mm-hmm.
where there's a lot of poets.
Mm-hmm.
They reciting, and I'm playing the didgeridoo vibe in the background, giving like a spacey ambient sound in the background. With a lot of like some instruments, some thunder maker, rain maker, ocean
Mm-hmm.
maker.
Mm-hmm.
There are some like smaller instruments. You can create a background ambient sound
Yeah, yeah.
while
That
you
that
while
that
you're
like
playing the didgeridoo.
that tube that you turn it around. It
Exact,
sounds like it rain and
exactly. Sound of the rain.
man, how your performance and Flash Didgeridoo, this artist, reached out as in like how did you reach to this level? Like people know you now, man.
Um, it's the fact is it's like anything, It's you create your image. It's like same thing when you go apply for work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you apply for work, you create an image, whether by LinkedIn, whether by creating your CV, whether by
Mm-hmm.
creating anything. So that will mold your CV, gonna mold into you. What you want to create in your CV, you create into you. Same thing into art. So basically, how people get to know me. So I need to create some sort of a show or some sort of a persona
Mm-hmm.
that will reflect my art. So that's how I created myself. Anything that I do, the love of my music, the passion, the force that driven me to create of what I'm doing, it is kind of reach out to people. It's people, they get to know who is this weird individual, why in particular that he decided to do this, or his sound is so unique, so different. We want it part of our event, our show, our band, or whatever you name it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's man. I mean, it's always like mesmerizing for me because the way you blew up suddenly, as in like you became that public figure that everyone knows about it. Like it's just amazing. Like how you accomplished this and how far you've been working for this with choosing
Exactly.
with choosing these different instruments, as in like you didn't stick around just with the metal. Like you are the only guy that I know that actually like came out of that whole scene as like, okay, forget about it, I want to try something different, and it actually worked in your favor, and look where you are now. You are one of the few people that they play didgeridoo in this region, and you are making a very good resume for yourself, as in like being parts, like taking parts in TV interviews, and you're becoming that figure that everyone will look into, man. I mean, dude, that's why I'm very proud of you, man. I'm really
Habib, man, thank you so much.
genuinely that even like people are saying, keep it real, man. Keep it real, man. You're doing freaking well, man. I mean,
Thank you, man. Thank you. See, the whole thing, is the fact is, it's you never leave anything that you left behind.
mm-hmm,
It's like I didn't leave the metal community. It's the metal community is always there.
mm-hmm,
I can go back to it anytime. But the fact is, you know, at one point in my life, I almost died. I almost died a couple of times. Then I saw how life is fragile and how easy you kind of you can lose your life. In a night and day, you're here, then you're gone.
mm-hmm,
And I said, like, you know what? Why I want to stick to the norm? Normal is boring. So why don't you explore something which is I'm always scared of? I was scared of dancing, dude. I was fucking scared of dancing. That was the thing in my head. I said, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gonna dance. I'm not gonna dance just for gays.
hey, calm down. Okay,
No, it's no,
let's
no,
not
seriously.
get this video flagged, bro.
No. I'm
No.
serious. That was the way that I used to look at it, because I was so scared of going into something I was so scared of doing.
Mhm.
Then I said, like, you know what? No, I'm looking things into to the wrong perspective. It's art. Art is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Art is amazing.
But again, I just want to refer something which is nothing wrong with being gay. This is nothing related to be gay or nothing. It's these. I hate these people when they start
Yes,
bringing in this. Oh, this is that. This is. You know what? Listen, if you don't want to do it, stop talking. You know what? Like I was getting some things happening in my life. You know what? If you're not doing anything productive with your life and you're seeing someone else doing something productive with their life, don't come and bash it and start
dude, 100%.
labelizing. They start labelizing it. You're doing this, you're doing that. You know what?
Dude, remember when the guys find out that I'm doing this? Oh my God, the names. Oh my God, the horrible names. Then I said, like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Art is beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
Art is beautiful because it's all how narrow your mind it is by the end of the day. It's like expand your horizon.
Man,
There are some things. There are some things in the universe. There are something in the world where if you keep in that narrow minded of yours, you never look at the beauty of it. You're always gonna look at the glass half empty. You're never gonna see the glass half full.
yeah, exactly.
Because
Like even Brent is saying that's an invalid limitation men go through. Like you can't just like that's the whole problem. We learned to labelize things because we grew up this way. Like, okay, sadly enough, our parents, they got caught in this loop as well. They started labelizing things. They started calling this guy this way. But in our backgrounds, that's not racial. Sorry, that's not racist. But again, if you say the same thing to some other people around the world, it's gonna sound racist. You understand where I'm going with this? It's just that understanding is not established. It's hard to help people. Explaining to them is like, dude, you having it wrong. You need to appreciate any art platform or like anything artistic. It's not about sexuality. It's not about this. Stop labelizing things. That's what we hate about it.
yeah, dude, 100%. Like now, let me tell you one thing. If I ever thought I'm gonna get married right now, they're gonna look at me as a performer. I'm nothing. Basically, they look at me as, what the hell are you? You're nothing. Because this is the culture that we live in. This is yada yada yada.
Exactly,
That's another
exactly.
story.
Yeah.
That's another story. So basically, some people sucks because they see things in a very narrow perspective.
Exactly.
This is when I've seen that dude. I told you, like, I almost got killed a couple of times in my life, and that's how I changed my perspective in life and viewing things into different 100% perspective. And that's what I said, like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna stick to what this dude gonna think, or what that individual gonna think, or what this, what that. I said, like, no, I've seen enough. I want to explore me. I wanna find out what do I like. Maybe I hate it. Maybe I hate it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not gonna resonate with me. But I got nothing to lose. I absolutely got nothing to lose. You have a job. You got your 9 to 5 job. Don't quit it. Put something on the side. Put an effort 1 hour a day learning something different. Learn something different. Maybe you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not something made for you. Maybe it's something you hear some backlash. By the end of the day, so like, you know what? Why do I care about people?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Why do you care about people? Because people, they're gonna judge you no matter what. Whether you're a saint, they're gonna judge you. You're a heathen, you're gonna judge you. Whether you're weird, you're different, they're gonna judge you. If you're normal, they're gonna judge you. Be you. That's end of the story. Be you. Discover who you are, know who you are. By the end of the day, it's what makes you happy. Follow it. That's my right now my perspective of life.
And which is
What
showing,
makes me happy, I'm gonna follow it.
which is
because-
showing in your work as well, man. The way you are reaching to that level, which you're like presenting yourself. Now you're getting known by different organizations, and people are looking at you as in like, okay, this guy is unique. He's doing something not normal in this region. And the thing is, like, we understood this in a hard way when we went into the whole metal community over here. We understood that this thing is not welcome. That whole understanding is not established over here. We learned it the hard way. But like, for example, me personally, I'm still in that zone. I didn't come out of it. I'm still in that whole metal music. That's why I don't want to stick around with that anymore, because you know what? It got boring, man. It really got boring. Because first of all, it got boring personally for myself. Second of all, there was so-called support, but there was no support. You understand where I'm going with this? It's just like bunch
Yes,
of talk
yes.
and talk and talk. And you know what, dude, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. You know what? You know what? You keep your mouth shut. If you don't want to see anyone else, you know what? It feels like, it sounds like, they're scared of you because they know you're doing something new. You're bringing something genuine to the
100,
table.
100%, 100%, man. There are so many people who they gonna look down upon you. They gonna hate you. There's so many people I hate in my life, because the fact is, when I was in the metal scene, I said, like, look at those idiots. They left the metal scene, the true music, and they started doing this thing, that thing, that thing. Then when time came and I started
Mm-hmm.
flourishing and I started understanding, that I started, looking things in a different perspective, I said, like, now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I was the dumb one, not they.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who was stupid because I didn't look at things from their perspective. I'm looking at things from my narrow-mindedness.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided to change my perspective. I started to change my views into life, the way that I live, the way that I eat, the way everything has intermolded, and it changed the person that I am right now.
Exactly, man. I mean, haters, there were always, as you said, people will judge you over anything. You pick up a stick, they will start judging you. But you know what? Let's cut all that thing. As in, like, you know what? You're doing great. You are doing great. You need to keep that in mind. You're doing
Much
great.
love, brother.
You need to keep going with that thing. Just take it and run with it. Even like, people are saying over here, Mikami is saying you are not nothing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Exactly, you're accurate, 150%. But sadly, no matter what, you like it or not, these people will be in your life, will pop
Oh,
out
oh
in your
yes.
way. They
Oh
will start
yes.
talking shit. They will just start bashing you for no reason. They just, I don't know, maybe that's insecurity level in them is like, oh man, maybe he will. Dude, we are not in a race. You need to be proud. Dude, next day if I see Flash on, let's say, MTV, I will be freaking proud. I'm like, dude, I used to chill with this guy, man. It's like, dude, look where is he now? And dude, I am proud that I'm seeing you right now. You are going places. With dude, before you send me all the videos, I'm like, dude, really? You had this much of interviews? You were part of this and that? Like only by playing this instrument? Dude, kudos. Seriously,
Thank
hands
you.
down, hands down. And by the way, you know what? You did all this thing very off radar. Very off
Yeah.
radar. We were not aware of you doing all these things. You just popped out. Oh, okay, you're a salsa dancer right now? Okay. Oh, you're into firefighting? Okay. It's just back to
It's
back, back to back. It really shocked us, but in a good way that we're, flash that we
see
know.
see the thing is as well, we live in a time of social media and everything. A lot of people, they want to share in things, which is share your success. Share your success, because people, when they see you struggle, they love it. They said, like, this guy's struggling. Laugh at him, he's struggling. But the moment you show them your success out of the blue, people, they get hate it. And this one of the things that's some in a weird way, that's my power, my driven power, is the fact is, like, when I see my haters over there, whatever they are, it's like when they see me succeeding, they they get that hate vibe. I said, like, yes, yes, look what I am right now. You used to diss me at one point, you used to make fun, you used to make jokes, and look where you are.
Yeah, but we
Look where
take
you
it.
are, and look
We
what I am right now.
we take it and it's part of us, man. I mean, with me, I'm sure it's with you as well. We love this criticism, whatever it's hate or not. We just gonna take it
Any
and run. Yeah,
criticism is a constructive criticism by the end
yeah,
of the day.
yeah. We just gonna.
Anything that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you take whatever word they're gonna throw into your face, is take it in a way that's how I'm gonna be building myself, how I'm stronger that I will be, and nothing. All these words is invalid to me, and I'm gonna be creating something, and I'm gonna show you who I am. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of.
Exactly, man. Man, again, man, really, 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 hands down, man. You came a long way. I know the struggle you've been through. you had to do a lot of things in your life, man. Dude, I know you on a personal level. That's why I'm talking this way. I'm sure some of the guys in the audience who are still watching, thank you very much for watching and sticking around till this, till here with us. I know you on a personal level. I know what you went through. And seriously, man, keep doing it. Things will find its way in your life. Don't lose hope.
100%.
And
100%. 100%.
dude, I usually ask my guests at the end of the show before wrapping up, what is next, man? What is next in your field?
What is next? Actually, I'm reaching out for some big festivals, whether it's happening here, what's happening right now, because we're living in the COVID situation. It's like happening live somewhere, or I can incorporate my music or incorporate my art. And during COVID, I managed to do a fire show for a festival that happened,
Nice.
and I managed to do Africa Burn from home. I managed to do couple of festivals when I'm in the sanctity of my house. But at this, because everything that will lead to your big break, that the moment when things gonna go back to normal, it's the fact is because you've been working hard and during these rough times, that will lead to your big break, basically. And I'm waiting for this time when things gonna go back to normal, that I'm gonna be started flying, I'm gonna be start traveling, I'm gonna be started taking my music, I'm gonna be start taking my performance worldwide.
For sure,
And this
man.
is my next step. This is my next step. I'm just waiting for the well, the world's never gonna go back to normal right now, but as normal as it can be, when festivals gonna go back, I want to reach out to all these festivals. I said, like, this is what I did, this is my music, these are my mixes, check them out, check my SoundCloud, check my music, check my portfolio, and this is what I'm capable of. I can just come into your festival, I can play over there and share the love of the music.
Exactly, man. Dude, you are doing it, and I'm sure you're gonna keep doing it. And to wrap up the session, man, tell the audience where they can find you, man, and where they can follow up with you.
Well, you can follow me on social media. My Instagram is flash.didgeridoo, DIDGERDIOO / or UFO Tigris. That's my DJ name. UFO Tigris, TIGRIS. That's my Instagram. And you can follow my main page. It's Flash Didge, DIDJ. That's my Facebook.
Nice. And any other platforms you have that they can find you?
They can find me on Mixcloud as well, because majority of my music is all on Mixcloud. On Mixcloud, you just type UFO Tigris, UFO TIGRIS, UFO Tigris. You can find my mixes, different type of weird sound music, me DJing, whether drum and bass, whether psychedelic music, whether it's techie, anything. Like when I finish a project, I dump it over there. So please follow, share. If you like, you like. If you don't, leave a comment.
Exactly.
Like I said, any comment is a constructive comment.
Well, you guys
And I
heard
will
the
listen
man.
to it. And I will listen, and I will see. Maybe you're gonna throw something at me. I'm missing in my music, or I'm missing in my show, I'm missing in my performing. That will add up for my next upcoming show, and I will, of course, I will update myself. I will learn more from whatever criticism that people are gonna give you by the end of the day.
Exactly, man. And you guys heard the main man, where you can find him on social media. Go down, give him a like, give him a follow, do all the good stuff for him. And before we wrap it up, Brent is saying, yo, Flash, you're making me want to bring my didgeridoo out. Much respect.
Dude, I will come to me. I'll give you a couple of tips. We're gonna have a blast, man. We'll have a jam one day, you and me.
Well, Brent is he relocated in Philippines now, so you guys can do a Zoom call and you guys can talk about it.
100%. Maybe, who knows? Maybe one day I am coming to you to the Philippines.
Yeah, dude, these type of instruments are very welcomed over there because they have that tribal, primitive type of vibe going around. Dude, Philippines is a hidden gem when it comes to music and art, like the whole art platform. There are so many good Filipino bands. There's so many good Filipino artists. I mean, you sure you've seen them in the bars, how they do the karaoke, man. It's just
It's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's
they're so
amazing.
talented, man. They're super talented, man. Big shout out to the Filipino community in Dubai. The way they do their things, their bands, the punk rock, and all these things is just crazy, man. I really dig it, man. Flash, it was a blast having you on this episode,
Dude,
man.
thank you so much for taking me in, man.
Man, we
That
could
means a lot to me, brother.
Man, we could talk about a lot of things, man. But dude, I hope I covered as much as I could, man. Thank you very much for joining in, man. It was
Habibi,
a
man,
blast,
thank you
man.
so much. Thank you so much, man. Peace and love to all.
Peace and love to everyone, man. And thank you very much for whoever's still sticking around. Thank you very much from bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. People like me and Flash, we need the support of everyone because this is how we get inspired. This is how I get inspired personally, by people, giving me feedback on my show. If you guys have anything in mind, if you want me to add something, remove something, just please feel free to just, message me in the inbox and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Flash, thank you very much again, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man.
I'm gonna see you soon around.
Yes, yes.
Just a few comments before we head out is like Fort Brent, man, I love you, man. Check out the band called Kadangyang, rock fusion with Pinoy traditional instruments. What an amazing!
All right.
And Selena saying, "What a couple of awesome! What an amazing couple of hours! You both were great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Selena. And dude, I will see you on the other side, and I'll catch you soon. You guys take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Cheers. Bye."